Hey YouTube, it's Tyler. I'm back with another episode from college. Today's topic, counseling. And I'm not talking about the academic advisor kind. I'm talking about like the mental kind, a shrink, if you will. Real quick update, I'm a senior now. I'm studying biology, health, and disease, and I'm also picking up a certificate in entrepreneurship and innovation, and you can ask questions about that in the comment section if need be. It's been a while since I made a video last, so and I understand that, and so I apologize. I am really bad at this YouTube thing. I should be making them more, but I get busy, and more importantly, I'm really forgetful. So I apologize, and I'm going to try making more videos in the future. And because I'm a senior, even though I'm going to be a super senior next year, meaning I'll have a fifth year, I'm going to start taking requests for videos as my college years come to a close in hopes that I can answer questions. It seems more productive that way than me coming up with random topics, with what's happening with me at least. Then I can directly address things that the public uh, has to offer. So enough of that stuff. The topic today, involving counseling, is something that I think every college student should know about. Um, Purdue, where I go, has a center called CAPS, C-A-P-S, and I don't know what that stands for off the top of my head, but what I do know is that it's the Psychological Counseling Center, where a student can go, request an appointment, sit down with somebody, and talk about any issues they may have, and I'm talking about anything. They are completely confidential with with what you discuss, and if anything were need to be released, you can give permission. But the point is, basically, it allows you to deal with issues with somebody who has a degree a or basically a certificate saying that they are allowed to do that. And so in that way, it's really nice to see a professional. Now, most colleges, if not all, have some sort of psychological counseling center to give guidance to the students there. It is free, at least here, for the first 6 sessions per semester, which is usually enough. I asked, and they say that once every 2 weeks, if you have a serious issue or a somewhat serious issue, is normal. It gives and they give you as much time as you need per session, and then you can come in anytime you need after that. But 6 free, I think then they start to charge you unless there's financial aid involved. Those details I do not know. But I want to stress the importance of going and utilizing this tool. I've been to mine for a couple reasons, very personal reasons, and I'm not ready to share them yet. But what I can share is that it was very, very contingent to my behavior, my attitude. I come from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and so that's far away from Purdue University, which is in Indiana. Not only that, but it's also in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, a small town. Meaning, if I want to get to an airport, I have to drive, and I have a car. Like I said, I think I said that in one of my older videos, but it's still 2 hours to Chicago, or an hour to Indy, which doesn't have direct flights to Pittsburgh. Long story short, it's a long trip. So sometimes I can feel closed off from family. I have friends, my best friend moved away. She graduated last year. And as my college years go on, I find it harder and harder to make really close friends just because everybody has a circle already, from my age group. And so, it's hard if I need somebody to talk to about something personal, then I find that the counseling office is amazing for that type of thing. And it got me thinking that maybe all you guys should know that if you're planning on going to college, if you're already there, or heck, if you're out, that seeking this help from a source such as like a counseling center, there's nothing wrong with that. On the contrary, most people find it very mature to be able to seek out that help, and it's basically a really easy way to cut out the middleman, which I consider my conscience. I tend to spiral out of control mentally. I think of, okay, well, I did back, for example, to that failing the test. Maybe I failed a test, and And then, okay, well, I failed this test, so I'm not going to get this grade. Well, if I don't get a grade in this class, then that's going to directly affect my ability to graduate or get a job later on. Those thoughts can pile up in your head very quickly, and it can muddle up your thoughts and make it hard to focus, and then eventually lead to maybe depressed behavior. Any step along that that cascade of feelings is a good way to realize that maybe you do need to talk to somebody. And they're very compassionate. Like I said, they're very confidential, and it allows you to clear your mind, to have some mental peace, at least until the next session. So that way, in hopes that it'll slowly build to a completely stress-free lifestyle, at least with less stress in the end. Not to mention, again, that it's usually free, enough per semester for you to be able to get through these problems, and it doesn't take a long time. My sessions have never taken more than half an hour. One took about an hour. That was really just more for like background explanation on one of the earlier sessions. So again, there's nothing wrong with using this counseling session, and if it means that you can maybe focus better in your classes and get better grades, or it means that you can meet people easier, or you can find solace in a deep-seated issue, like maybe you have a drinking problem, or you even want to stop smoking, or maybe there's an issue at home, or a fight between friends, anything. Just seek out some help, sit down with somebody, talk about it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't. It might just be one time. But it's a really good way to keep yourself from becoming depressed or just generally sad during the school year. So definitely consider that option. Go on your school's website and look it up. Maybe just Google your school counseling center. Maybe ask around, talk to your academic advisor, ask around with friends. And definitely consider utilizing that tool. It doesn't even if you feel like your problem isn't that big, someone is always willing to talk to you, and they're gonna realize that it matters to you, and they're gonna take that into consideration. And I hope that this video will prevent people from getting to a place in their mentality that's hard to escape, like depression, and so then they can escape that as quickly as possible through the help that is offered at your university. So from an experienced college student, I can say that it's very successful, and I want you guys to be successful, and that's why I'm sharing it with you today. I would like then to ask you guys what other questions you have about college, if you're going to college, if you are in college currently, if you are about to leave college. I know what that's like and how stressful that can be, so I can answer those questions. Just post them in the comments or send me a message. Hit the subscribe button to watch future videos. And I'm going to definitely do them more often now because I don't like being a liar like in my last videos where I said that I would and I didn't. I have a little more free time this semester just being a senior, just the way I was able to set up my schedule, so I'm going to keep it up. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.